Our product services department had run out of room. They needed more space to store the samples from the refinery, which they prepare and pack for shipping. The new location that was a warehouse we had on the refinery property was over 1,000 feet from the refinery. Inside this new warehouse, we wanted to put fire and smoke detection, nitrogen pressure monitoring for the blanketing on the samples, and then an oxygen level monitor for the area where the product samples were prepared for shipping. Having the instrumentation in the warehouse was not a problem. The problem was getting the data from the instruments back to the refinery where it could be monitored 24 hours a day, because the warehouse is only used from 8 to 5. In the event that there was a fire or a nitrogen problem or a loss of nitrogen, we'd have no way of knowing it until the next day. So we decided to use wireless to get the data back to the refinery. It was solid. It was a good setup. What all this means to the plant is now we can monitor this area 24 hours a day, year-round. If there is a problem with, say, our nitrogen blanket, the bottle that supplies the pressure for this blanket, if it runs low, we can track it. If there's a problem with the nitrogen escaping in the sample room, if the oxygen level goes low, we'll get alarms in the control room, and they'll know that we've had an issue with that. And of course, with the fire and smoke detection, we've got that as well. There was a good bit of savings. To extend the DeltaV network to this remote location would have been tens of thousands of dollars, and just the design phase of it, the construction phase would have been involved boring under the roads and burying fiber optic cable, purchasing a control panel with all the necessary I/O to get the data back to the refinery, and the week's worth of labor, the cost of the materials, the planning, the engineering, and we were able to do this project in about a week wirelessly. Wireless has been a real benefit to Ergon, and it saved us time. It got us out of a bind when we needed new I/O in the plant. Wireless was the answer, obviously for a huge savings, because we had run out with our legacy system of ways to bring I/O in, and with the wireless, it just happened. It was just that easy. You mount the transmitter and the data comes in. What used to take an operator twice a day climbing up to get a measurement now happens every minute.